As the Democrats try to consolidate their power against Trump, the Iowa caucus mess has indicated that all's not quite right in the blue camp. Maupin explains.
What the whole world saw at the Iowa caucuses can pretty well be described as utter chaos.
The only results from the Iowa caucus at this hour are chaos and confusion. Never good.
Get ready for a crash course in chaos.
Well, chaos in Iowa.
What happened in Iowa?
Now, in the absence of actual results, several candidates claimed they were winning.
By all indications, we are going on to New Hampshire victorious.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but we feel good about where we are.
I have a good feeling we're going to be doing very, very well here in Iowa.
This time, Bernie Sanders was looking stronger than ever, topping the polls and having the biggest crowds.
And look at this group right here. This is the Bernie group. It's so big that, in fact, that middle section right there with all those folks in it, that was the Joe Biden section. And they actually moved the Joe Biden section because they didn't have room for all the Bernie supporters that are showing up here.
But then something strange happens with an app. And then it was revealed that one of the main opponents of Bernie Sanders, Pete Buttigieg, had been giving money to the company that was responsible for the app that caused the glitch. Now, that made outrage get even louder. The word rigged was all over social media.
What is happening in Iowa is not only scary, it's unimaginable. This clearly is being rigged.
The Democratic nomination is rigged again. I believe the Iowa Democratic Party never intended to announce a winner last night.
Looks like Mayor Cheat has rigged the Iowa caucuses.
Apparently the trolls will come for you if you say the word rigged. So let me just say, rigged, 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 rigged.
But it didn't just start in Iowa. Rank-and-file Democrats were already outraged about the fact that the rules were changed by the Democratic National Committee in order to allow Michael Bloomberg into the debates. Michael Bloomberg, former New York City mayor, has spent $180 million on his own ad campaign, and despite not having anything near the donor base of some of the other candidates, the red carpet has been rolled out for him. Words like oligarch are being used.
We should be ashamed of that as Americans, people who believe in democracy, that the oligarchs, if you have more money, you can buy your way.
Now, Mike Gravel, former U.S. Senator from Alaska, had over 67,000 different donors. But the Democratic National Committee said that was not enough, and he was not welcome on the debate stage. Michael Bloomberg is mega rich, and he's donated $250,000 to the Democratic National Committee. Needless to say, he has been deemed worthy of prime time. In light of this whole embarrassing beginning of the Democratic selection process, an online petition has been started calling for the head of the DNC to resign. The whole incident shows a major split in a party that has been pushing a united front against Donald Trump for the longest time. And Donald Trump couldn't be happier.
Big win for us in Iowa tonight. Thank you.
Now, many assumed that Donald Trump was referring simply to the fact that many Republicans turned out to vote for him as the presumed nominee in Iowa. But maybe he meant more than that. With the election in November months and months away, it looks like the meltdown on the other side of the aisle has already started.
Democrats are going to have to decide to come together and just not talk about Iowa anymore for this election. Whatever the results are, the best thing for them would be to say, look, either we won or I lost, and let's just move on because this makes us look really foolish that we can't even get this process right. How are we going to run the country? We see divisions within the party in every single election, and certainly there are players like Bernie Sanders who are kind of on that outside of the inner circle. And so that is part of the process, is working through that tension and fighting amongst each other until people either drop out because they're embarrassed, they're shown to be incompetent, they run out of money. And so Democrats are going to really be looking for who's the person who can stand up the most to Trump.
Well,